Oh, Dashidele. Good morning. Uh, Last time we have discussed about the conditioned phenomena and unconditioned phenomena. And conditioned phenomena has three aspects. First is material phenomena, then second is consciousness, and third is non-associated formative factor. Unconditioned phenomena has two things. First is occasional permanent phenomena, then second is eternal permanent phenomena. So today I am going to speak about the material phenomena. Material phenomena. So what is the meaning of material phenomena? The meaning of material phenomena is something that are capable of materiality. So what is the meaning of materialities? The meaning of materiality, it has explained by one of Nalin's great masters, and his name is Vasubandhu. In his textbook, the name of the textbook is Treasure of Knowledge, Auto Commentaries. In his auto commentary, he has stated that the meaning of the capable of materiality means the meaning of the capable of being damaged. So here, what is the notion of the capable of damage? In this context, here it means that if there are two material objects, when they come to mutual interaction, they bring changes between them. So if I give you an example here, this is the piece of paper, and this is the new piece of paper. If I rub the tip of my finger here on the surface of the paper, then it will definitely create a mark on the surface of paper. Even it is not visible for me, but it's already created there. So that is the meaning of being damaged, being harmed. So material phenomena has two things. The first is the material phenomena that is the object of five senses, five sense consciousness, and second is the material phenomena that are the objects of mental cognitions. And if we look at the five sense objects, it also has five categories. The first is a visible form, second is sound, third is smell, fourth is taste, and fifth is tactilities. And the object of the mental cognition, it also has two types. First is obstructive and second is non-obstructives. Five sense faculties like eye organ, ear organ, these are the obstructives, and a mental object form is the non-obstructive. So I will explain all of them step by step, but today I am going to speak more about the visible form. The visible form has classified into the two categories. The first is color and second is the shape. The color also has two classes. First is primary color, then second is secondary colors. Primary color, if we look at the primary color, it also has four kinds of color. First is blue, second is yellow, third is white, and fourth is red. These four kinds of colors are the primary colors, because the combination of these four colors, it drives the secondary colors. So secondary colors are derived from the derived from the combination of the four primary colors. If I give you an example like a blue and yellow, if I mix the blue and yellow together, then I can see the green color. So green color is the secondary color, and the blue and yellow color are the primary colors. If you look at the secondary color, according to the Buddhist textbook, the textbook which is called The Treasure of Knowledge, it has explained only the 8 types of secondary colors. The 8 kinds of secondary colors are cloud, smoke, dust, mist, light, darkness, shadows, sunlights. So why, if I tell you that why it is not mentioned, there are more secondary colors, but they are all not identified in the textbook. In the textbook, it only identified these 8 types of secondary colors. So why it is? If we look at the secondary colors, these 8 kinds of secondary colors are very, very special. The 4 kinds of secondary colors like a cloud, smoke, dust, mist, these 4 kinds of color is very different. You can see these 4 kinds of color from the great distance, but if you go nearer, if you come closer to these color, then you would not able to see them. So if I take an example of cloud here, we can see the cloud from the great distance. If you are traveling in the flight, when your plane enters into the cloud, then you would not able to see the cloud. So these kind of colors, you can view them from the great distance, but if you go closer, if you come nearer to them, then it will be disappear. You would not able to see them. And the 4 remaining secondary colors like light, darkness, shadows, sunlights, these 4 colors, they are not separately from the side where you perceive them. So you can view them only when you are near to them. You would not able to see them from the great distance. So these 8 kinds of secondary colors are very special. So that's why in the textbook it has explained about them. But there are more secondary colors there. So if we speak about the shape, according to the Buddhist textbooks, it has mentioned the 8 types of shapes. First is a long, second is a short, and third is square, fourth is round. Round here, it refers both circle and sphere. And fifth is high, and sixth is low, and 7 is both, it refers both even and smooth, and 8 is both, uneven or rough. So these are the Buddhist perspective on the concept of colors and shape. So if I speak from the scientific perspective, science, it says that colors are just the reflections of light. So when we speak about the light is electromagnetic radiations. Sun is the source of our lights, and sun gives different types of electromagnetic radiation. Some electromagnetic radiations are not visible to us, like X-ray, gamma rays, ultraviolet, here infrared light, microwave, radio wave and long radio waves, so these are the electromagnetic radiations. We are not able to see them, but there are some electromagnetic radiations. We can see them. We call it the visible light. So if we speak about the visible light has 390 nanometers up to the 700 nanometers that we can able to detect. So if we look at the visible light has 7 types of lights, like a red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Red has a longer wavelength, so that's why it has a low energy, and if the wavelength becomes shorter, it has a more energy. So if I take an example of leaf here, when sun shines, all the rays it hits on the surface of the leaf, but it absorbs the rest of the lights, but it reflects only the green light. So that's why we can see that leaf is a green, like that. So if I speak about the color theory, has 2 types, and additive colors and the subtractive colors. So additive color means additive colors means if you mix the 3 primary colors of light, like a green light, red light and blue light, then you can see the new individual light. If I mix green with red, then you can see the yellow lights, and if I mix the red with blue, then you can see the magenta light, and if I mix the green with blue, then I can see we can see the cyan light. So if you look at the subtractive color means if you combine the 3 primary painting colors, then you can see the individual different colors. So if I mix yellow colors with the magenta, then we can see the red color. Then if I mix the magenta with the cyan color, then I can see the blue. Then if I mix the cyan color with the yellow, then we can see the green. So these are the explanation from the scientific perspective, and so here it gives me some questions here. If you look at here, if magenta and cyan color, if you mix them together, then we can see the blue color here. So according to the scientific perspective, blue is not the primary color, but from the Buddhist explanation, blue is the primary color. If I combine the blue and yellow, I can see the green. So that's why from Buddhist explanation, blue is the primary color, but here it explains something else. And if you look at the white color is the combination of all kinds of color. So white color is not the primary color. So according to the Buddhist perspective, white it includes into the primary colors. So there are some contradiction here, and then you can do investigation by yourself, and you can figure out what is correct, what is the correct answer, like that. So this is, this is that's all today. And if you have any question, then you can contact me. You can send me an email, and if you are using the WhatsApp, then you can contact me in this number. And if you are watching my YouTube, then you can subscribe my YouTube, and also you can hit the bell icon. And and it would be nice, whatever I have taught here, and if you can write, if you can take a note here, then it will help you to increase your memory. If you write something, then you have to think about the topics that you are going to write, so it will help you to enhance your memory, and whatever the information that you have learned, it will be stored in your memory very nicely. So it is very helpful to take a note, or if it's very helpful to write everything whatever you have learned today. That's all. If you are if it is possible, it would be nice you can write in a Tibetan letters. If it is not possible, then you can write into the different languages. You can write in English, you can write in Chinese, and you can write in Indian language as well. That's all. Thank you so much.